I'd say the other like really dumb ending to Fallout besides Fallout is Fallout 2's, because you just kind of like do all this shit and then get locked out of the end, and that's like it. If I remember Fallout 2's ending right,
That's
you're just like,
stupid.
it's just like, oh yeah, thank you. No, because Fallout 2, you're the son of. Oh wait, no, that is Fallout 1. Yeah, no, that's Fallout 1. You do all this
Fallout
shit.
2, you're the hero of the wasteland or some shit. But
yeah.
Fallout 1, you're the
You're like you're the child of the hero, of the person from the first game.
Dude, that's another
I don't remember
thing.
Fallout 2's ending.
Bethesda just recycled all their shit. Like the Enclave were fucking destroyed at the end of Fallout 2, and then suddenly there's like 4,000 of them in
back.
Capital Wasteland.
Yeah.
And they're being controlled by, and they're being led by a robot.
Is there any Enclave prevalence in Fallout 4?
No. Well, that was from what I can remember, because there's a lot of mods for it.
True.
Well, of course there are, because the Enclave have cool designs, and the XO1
have an interesting story, and then they kind of get shafted.
Yeah, well, because they were like dealt with in the first few games.
Fallout 2.
Don't you like kill a big ass guy at the end of Fallout? And like, you can. Oh no. I'm trying to think. I can't remember what like the final boss of.
Well, like, Fallout 3 suffers from the fucking problem that Todd Howard helped make it, I think. So
that's a really big problem with Bethesda games.
Yeah, he's the director of Fallout 4 and Fallout 3.
Yeah, and he also fucking helped make Skyrim, and you can very clearly see that because you become like the fucking leader or like the best friend of the leader of every single organization you join.
Yeah, but it's pretty boring.
Fallout 4, you can join the fucking king, and you're just like some shitter dude that helps them out, or like you can fucking join the Brotherhood, and you can become a knight of the Brotherhood, but that's literally all you can be, and it's a fucking annoying quest to get there.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't
like. If you finish the game with the NCR in New Vegas, you get a civilian contractor medal for doing their work for them, because they're like, you aren't actually part of the NCR. Like, it's so fucking good.
That was one thing I don't like really about some of the Bethesda games is like the illusion of freedom of choice. And like, you can like befriend all the Jarls or whatever, all the Holds or whatever, but like, I don't want to do that. I want to rule all of them. I want to be the Jarl of all of them. I want to kill them and take their throne. But you can't do that. You kill them, and then you get a bounty placed on your head, and you're fucked. And it's the same in fucking Fallout, fucking 4 and shit, where you like try to like take over a fucking base or whatever, and then just like there again or whatever. Like it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of fucking stupid.
I feel like with that though,
like,
yeah, and then in New Vegas you can fucking walk into Caesar's camp and shoot him in the fucking noggin, and you're good.
Yeah,
but like
wasn't New Vegas also developed by like wasn't it developed by Obsidian Games?
It was Obsidian.
Yeah, Obsidian, that's why it's good.
Yeah, I feel like Bethesda just became like a money making machine instead of make good games.
You're entirely
good
correct.
Story. Yes. And like, a thing about Fallout 4 and its story is just like, why does the Pridwin even come to fucking Boston?
Because Elder Maxon is such a stupid fucking character, and they needed like a cool entrance for the Brotherhood. Even though they didn't need the Brotherhood, they were like, we need to make a Fallout game. Let's throw in every single thing from the last like 3.
Like, and I don't know why
weren't they in Boston to get like fucking military technology that was left there?
Fucking probably, I don't know.
And then they're only, or was that in Fallout 76? I don't know if I'm mixing them up, but like they're there to do that, and then they learn about the Institute, and then
they can't let go of the fucking past. Dude, like New Vegas has such good fucking like politics and shit too, and just like reasoning for everything behind it, like
it's a more flushed out story, more stuff that connects.
It is. The reason the NCR is ineffective is because they're trying to replicate democracy, and so like everything is fucking corrupt and awful, and they can't even hold their own lands correctly. But it's American imperialism, so they have to keep pushing for more.
And
That was
it's also nice that they make each Fallout New Vegas made each faction or even like group of people like not the there's not a clear good choice. Like Caesar's Legion, they kind of fucking suck. But it's also like the
Caesar's
NCR
Legion
sucks.
is the
It's the
objectively worst
bad guy.
choice. Yeah.
Well, because they enslave people
they
and
enslave
hate
women and
women.
fuck dogs.
But
Of course
it's
they're the worst.
like also don't the minor factions in New Vegas play a role in the story?
Yes.
Like
Yeah, but
they like
again,
the minor
Caesar's
like
Legion just wants you to fucking murk everybody basically, or just get them on your
yeah.
side. Almost everybody does.
I feel like the true ending for Fallout 4 should be when you side with the Minutemen, because you destroy the Institute and you wipe out the Railroad and the Brotherhood. Like they literally assume control of
Why
Boston,
do they
Massachusetts.
wipe out the? What is the? I've never actually like played through that plotline of like the Minutemen and the Railroad. Like, what is the conflict there?
I don't know. I guess they just don't like them and they think they're superior. I can't remember. I haven't played
Probably the
Fallout
Minutemen
4
have
and
another thing.
I beat Fallout 4 the first time as the Minutemen, and that was in 2014. I beat the game before the end of the year. I got it that Christmas, and I beat it. I think
like
I beat it
a
on
week.
as a
I beat it on
modern
like the
character.
29th of December 2014, I think.
Jesus. It's like 4 days.
Yeah. Because like on my Xbox, the game was fucking horrible and buggy, and I had to restart 3 times. I almost had to send my Xbox back to Microsoft because it just wasn't working, and I got it to work somehow, and then I grinded the shit out of the game.
I think
And I
Fallout
enjoyed
4
it,
was the
but now
reason
when I look
my
back at it,
Xbox One stopped working.
it's just not a very good story, and I feel like they could have done a much better job. Like even with the budget they
It
had, I
really,
think
really isn't.
what was the budget for Fallout 4?
Too much.
$4
And it's also the
billion.
fact that it's so linear. The game doesn't have in what it's just you go from point A to point B and you get the same outcome every time. Like what Gabe was saying, the illusion of choice. Like you think you're going to a different point, but you're literally just getting to the same spot of either blowing up the Institute or blowing up everyone else.
Fallout
Like,
4
okay,
costed
let's
$150
say
million.
Yeah.
Jesus
I
Christ,
earned
this is such a
720
shit game.
million.
Like, let's say you wanted to side with the Institute, right? Could you imagine if you could fucking talk to Kellogg and like join the Institute through him, and like they have a much longer, more fleshed out quest line?
Yeah, and
Instantly a
Kellogg
better
was more
fucking
of
plan
like
than
I'm gonna be honest. I know we were talking about him earlier. I remember, but like that moment, I forgot who fucking Kellogg was.
because he's such a
because he's
see.
a fucking
Because you
intentionally
fucking
forgettable character.
you can literally fucking speed run killing him. It's like it takes like 5 minutes to do that one quest. Of, like
Yeah.
find him, go to his home, or where the warehouse he's in or whatever. Kill him, take his brain chip, go through his past. I don't care anymore. That was like a 2-minute segment.
Okay,
Dude, to go into the past part is like 10 minutes. It's so fun. You can't do anything
It's so
the whole
fucking
time.
boring.
You just have to sit there and listen to them talk.
Yeah, and you can
Which I
skip
get.
it, and
It's
it's
You
just
just...
feel bad.
I like the
You just
alternate
took his
ending
life,
mods,
but you
or the
don't give a
alternate
shit.
beginning mods.
Yeah, those are fucking fun.
Whenever
Okay.
I do those, I just get lost and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Final Fantasy VII costed between $68 and $76 million to produce, and it was cheaper then, but it's more expensive now. And Fallout 4 costed almost double that. And like, yes, Fallout 4 has much better graphics and stuff, but at least like with a story, I feel like it's not hard to make a good story and to make a good game around that story. I feel like it's honestly just lazy that a story for a AAA game like Bethesda was like, it's just poorly done.
It was just so basic. It's like military man. You're literally a military man. Like, your military man needs to go find sun. That's
That's
it.
that's the thing about Fallout 4 too. Now, if I want to go play Fallout 4, if I think, oh yeah, I'm gonna play through Fallout 4, I just won't finish it because it's just boring. But like a game like Final Fantasy 7, I'll go back and play that like every 5-10 years because I don't know, it keeps me thinking and it's an intriguing story and I want to learn more about the world of Final Fantasy 7. I don't give a fuck about Fallout 4's world really because it's pretty basic and bland.
Yeah. That's like when I played
Like
Fallout 4 for the first
even a
time
fucking
ever.
game. Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, that's right. When I played Fallout 4 for the first time ever, I played it on my Xbox. I have a total of like I think 5 hours on the game. And that's I ran through the game, I killed my son, and then I stopped playing. And then I downloaded mods for the game, and then I was like, haha, I put the world from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure in Fallout 4. That was how I kept enjoying that game, was I put like the most stupid shit. And that's how I play Fallout 4 now, is I just add more shit. Not even shit that's like relevant to the older Fallout games. Like there's quest mods for Fallout 4 that are like references to like New Vegas and Fallout 3 and even Fallout 1 and 2. And like there's one that's even like references Fallout Tactics and shit. I'd never touched
Fallout
those.
Tactics is awful.
I never fucking touched
Or they
those.
re-released
I
Fallout
download
Brotherhood of
mods
Steel.
that add like brand new, unheard of, like completely random shit that have nothing to do with the game. Like Fallout Arcadia, the mod that takes place in fucking Seattle. I want to play that.
yeah.
That looks fucking cool. Fallout London. I don't care if it's in the fucking. I don't care. If I get to kill Brits, that's fucking awesome. In a fucking post-apocalyptic Piccadilly. Fuck yeah.
Dude,
Fucking.
I've been saying that for so fucking long. Like, they keep putting like the Fallout games in the stupidest fucking spots. Like, I don't care
Yeah.
about East Coast, fucking like coastal
Like
cities.
West Virginia,
fucking
okay,
DC.
actually, I take that back. I think
West
West
Virginia
Virginia
was
is
the
honestly
cool setting.
pretty cool. Like,
That place
it's
is
not a
cool.
very popular place, like in the United States. It doesn't have a very high population. It's not talked about very much, and I think that's
Yeah,
what
but it's
made
a
it a
fucking
cool
cool
setting.
spot.
And
Mhm.
they
Like,
did
could you
so much to
imagine
it.
if they
And
made?
honestly, the game doesn't look horrible. I mean, it's a Bethesda game, so it doesn't look great, but
Yeah.
It
That's
looks like
yeah.
Fallout 4, but marginally better.
yeah.
The
But could you
setting
imagine if
of
they made?
76 is
Hold
great.
on.
Go ahead.
Could you imagine if they made like a fucking like a Fallout game set in like Texas, and it was like a bunch of like cowboy shit or something like that, and
That would
just
be
like a
cool.
new fucking aesthetic, and there was like laser shotguns all over the place.
That's
And
the thing.
fucking
That's another
laser
thing about.
revolvers, bro. That would be dope.
Yeah,
That's
like
another thing
shit
about
like
New
that would be
Vegas is
so
like
fucking cool.
some of the smaller factions that are like growing up in like in enclosed spaces are like learning from like what humans did before the bombs dropped and shit. So like there's like Kaiser's faction or Caesar's faction or whatever how the fuck you say his
Fucking
goddamn name.
Kaiser.
Yeah, I hear people call him fucking Kaiser all the time.
It
fucking
really
is
doesn't matter.
infuriating me. People who like his legion, they like learned from like the fucking the Roman shit. That's why their fucking faction is like that. And then the fucking bombers are like were like raised in like a fucking aviation school or whatever that fucking whole area is.
The bombers are so funny,
They're so fucking funny.
intensely xenophobic, and just like shit ton of explosives.
I think what also separates Fallout 76 from the other Fallout games is that they use like fucking the lore and folklore and myths of West Virginia,
Mhm.
which really just
Yeah.
took the game to a cool spot. But then like
Mhm.
the whole multiplayer aspect was just it was poorly done at the beginning. It didn't work very well. And then it got a bit better, but then as they introduced more content, it became more buggy and they fixed some bugs, but they didn't fix other bugs and it kind of just fell off and now it's I'm pretty sure its player
The-
base has just kind of
Yeah.
collapsed. I'm not
Yeah,
completely
its
sure.
player base is really low,
Yeah.
But
to my
have they
knowledge
even
at
fixed
least.
Earl yet? Like, does he still fly into the ceiling? Does anyone know about that?
Who the fuck is Earl?
The big Wendigo you fight in the
Wendigo
cave?
you fight.
Oh, yeah, no, I think he's still like impossible to kill.
Then the last 30
No,
days.
no,
it
I
has
think
been
he's pretty easy now.
Okay,
I think they fixed
No.
him.
that's yeah, that's not that good. Steam on Steam charts, Fallout 76 has an average of 8,000 and a peak of 17,000 in the last 30 days.
Yeah, for a live service game like Bethesda. Is Fallout 76 considered to be an MMO?
I think
I
so.
would consider, yeah.
I would
Okay.
consider it an MMO.
Yeah, because you're in big ass servers with a bunch of people.
There's not that many people in a server though. There's only like 20.
Yeah, it's only a couple. The servers aren't that big.
I don't, just by virtue of the way that it's designed, I would consider it an MMO.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not many.
24 players
I'm-
in one lobby.
I mean, Destiny 2 is considered an MMO, and there's like 3 to 6 people in an activity at a time.
Yeah, I feel like
like-
there has to be a separation. It's like I feel like Fallout 76 should be an online RPG, and so should Destiny. I feel like they're not really
Yeah.
like there are a
Well,
massive
Destiny
amount
is-
of
Probably
players,
good,
Destiny has
but
been
they don't have a
running
massive
for
amount
like
of
that.
players in one spot doing one activity. It's usually
Yeah.
limited to a max of 6 people doing one activity.
Destiny
Well,
has
I mean,
started gunning
the way that the
towards
internet-
the MMO
Yeah.
aspect of things,
I don't
but
think
like
Bungie
very
servers
slowly.
can handle more than 6 people in a single destination.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
just the way that the internet exists, like, shit gets boiled down to its constituent parts so fast, and like,
Yeah,
even if Destiny
It's a
doesn't
good
fit the
FPS.
criteria of
I
being an
love it as an
MMO,
FPS.
yeah, it's an online multiplayer FPS, but just because of the fact that it's online and multiplayer, it gets turned into a fucking massive multiplayer online game.
Yeah.
it's like
I just think
every
it shouldn't have
game.
PvP. That's what I think.
It-
It shouldn't have
Like
it.
here, GTA. That's not an MMO, but it's you can play it like all online. GTA Online,
Yeah.
but that's not an MMO.
Yeah, I've had this conversation about something similar with my brother. Like, Dark Souls is both Japanese and an RPG, but it's not a JRPG.
Yeah,
Whereas Undertale is a JRPG.
because that's
And,
like
Like,
a
it's
specific
very
style.
specific criteria in the way that it is,
Yeah.
and so it fits into this specific box. And part of that is like fan perception, you know?
Hmm.
in the like the classification of games, like just Dark Souls, like you mentioned, with every game that's like a third person melee based combat is considered a
It's a
Souls-like game
With a
Which
dodge
does-
button specifically.
with a dodge
You have
button.
if you have a
Yeah.
dodge with iframes and it's third person, and you have melee combat, it's a
Dude.
it's a Souls-like game.
Not even fucking iframes. Dark Souls 2 has 0 iframes.
Yeah.
That game's
also off.
also off.
Did the Dark
awful.
Souls games like pioneer that type of game, or was there stuff before
Yeah.
it?
There was
They
stuff
were, like-
before, it, but
much.
they really like popularized it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made that
They're
like
the ones who defined what Souls-like games are, basically.
When does Atomic
fucking
Heart come
crazy.
out?
Quarter four of this year, like I think
Oh,
this
that game
November,
looked fucking
December. Or
cool.
This
something.
game looks really
That
good.
game looks fucking amazing. I really hope
Atomic
that game
Heart?
is like
Wait a minute,
Atomic
hold on,
Heart
look at-
this winter. It says.
It's what, like, kind of like a Fallout, like 50s style Atom Punk shit, but like Russian, right?
But like,
I
yeah,
think
the
so.
Soviet Union took over in 1955. Science reigns supreme.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
And there, it's like it's
kinda
a
like
cool
super
mix of like
humanoid robotics and
It
stuff.
looks a lot like
scientific,
Control.
like, all kinds of like scientific, like advancements
Fucking
and shit. Where
Control,
they've got
man.
like
that game got sweet.
that game was so.
I hope it has a
fucking
good
weird.
story.
Yeah, it looks.
Me
fucking,
too.
It looks
If
like
the
a dope.
device you're playing on can fucking run it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good point.
it's like
That
the,
game
there's
is
like
gonna run like
the
shit on anything
mutants and
other than, like,
robots and
fucking
shit and all the
RTX
crazy
4000.
fucking weapons you can get.
Yeah, really.
Also, yeah, the like, just from like a couple of the screenshots of like the very detailed images of like the like enemies getting ripped apart and shit. Like, you have to run that game on like the lowest settings if you want to run it on like a 3090 even.
I guess that just depends on how
the-
big the map is and how the loading works, though.
The point I was trying to make with the Caesar's Legion and
Oh yeah,
Kaisar.
Kaisar's Legion
Shut
and
up.
the bombers and shit
Kaiser
is like
roll.
they
Hmm.
like take shit from what happened in the old world and apply that to themselves. Really, the only characters that do that in Fallout 4 are the Minutemen, and they just dress up with cowboy hats, and that's all they do.
No, you can't forget about the fucking baseball vendor guy. I can't remember his
Oh, you're
fucking
right, the
name, but
baseball vendor. That one character. Right.
who doesn't know what the fuck baseball is. And he's like, nah, they beat each other to death. I don't even remember what he fucking says. He's just
I don't
stupid.
even remember, but he's just But, like, there's
Well,
like,
one of my
from what I
favorite
can think
parts-
of, those are the only two like things that are like
Fringe inhibitors.
they take whatever happened in the old world and they're like and like learn from it, whatever. And they don't do it well.
I
Oh,
mean, you can think about
In
the
Fallout
Mr.
4.
Gutsies or whatever.
oh, in Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Well, also, I mean, like in New Vegas, like in the fucking Honest Hearts DLC, like the Sorrows and the Dead Horses, like
Oh my
they were
god.
trapped.
What the
They were
fuck is
trapped in the fucking national parks.
the bandaged
No.
man's name? What's his fucking name?
Oh,
Joshua
Joshua
Graham.
Graham.
Joshua.
He's so
God.
fucking cool. I love
He's
Joshua
so
Graham.
cool and so fucking evil.
Dude, he's fucking scary, man.
He's oh my god. That him and
The
Ulysses
most
are like
sane
my
Mormon.
fucking favorite characters.
Have you all
And
played
who?
through Fallout 3?
Yeah.
I played the like opening scene
Vaguely.
3 times because it keeps crashing.
I think Fallout 3
I-
has like it's a simple story, but I feel like it's pretty good. Like
It's
compared
open
to
world.
Fallout
the story,
4.
you like
Very-
your father
it's-
runs away or whatever, and you have to go out and find him.
Here's
Yeah.
what
Right.
I'll say about
That's like the main
Fallout
driving
3
force of your
story.
character.
Okay,
For like the
Fallout 3
first portion
story
of the game.
is painfully okay.
It's like
Like-
mediocre.
And that's where its success came from.
Like the fucking end of the game, you either die or fucking Sarah Lyons dies. It doesn't matter. You fucking black
Even-
out. And
Even
like
if you have
can-
fucking strong with
can
you.
ch- Even if you have the strong, you have to have the fucking Broken Steel DLC for him to be like, I won't let you die. But like, fucking, no
This
matter
is
what
on
you
you,
do,
buddy. You got this.
we all have our own destinies. Yours
Do
lives.
it for the vine.
But like, you can choose to fucking poison Project Purity for the Enclave, and unless you have the Broken Steel DLC, it does not fucking matter.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even narratively satisfying. You are just choosing to be an asshole in this fucking video game world for no other reason.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I
Same
don't.
with
Like,
games
fucking
have a,
Megaton. You can choose to blow up Megaton,
coming out?
and you can tell your dad, like, I fucking blew up this entire town with a nuke. And he goes like,
Okay,
well,
I feel
I'm
like
not happy with you.
That's stupid, but I feel like
Stupid.
just something outrageous like that to happen in a game at that time, like it honestly just made the game better.
Yeah.
Like
Well, yeah,
I
'cause the
honestly
option-
Very funny,
the
but
karma
also
system, I wish the karma
extremely
system was
unsatisfying.
more fledged out and it like chose the route of the game
Some games have
more.
fucking karma systems. Fucking
And
goddamn it.
well, that's the thing. It fucking does in New Vegas. The karma system dictates how all of the factions talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys know that
Like-
Riot Games is releasing an MMO?
Who?
Oh,
is
Riot
it gonna
That's
be
a
the
whole other
shittiest MMO of all
conversation.
time?
It's
Or-
either gonna be a just I don't think it's gonna be the shittiest MMO. I think it's either gonna be mid or the best MMO the world has ever seen.
I don't
it's
know,
gonna
but
be an MMO where you
A
control
Riot?
an average fucking loser who goes into his mom's basement and logs onto his computer to play fucking League of Legends. That's your character in that game. A League of Legends player.
What I'm a
They
stickler
trick
for
you into
is
playing the
that
game again.
there's not very many good MMO RPGs or just RPGs in general that have good character creation.
Mm.
Like, no.
I
A
feel like
lot of
story
Western
trumps
RPGs.
character
Character
creation.
creation. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
The
I also
MMO
like
aspect of that Riot
character
game,
creation.
the MMO aspect of that game that you're talking about is going to be that there are millions of other players, but you have to avoid them, otherwise you'll lose your fucking points or whatever, and you'll fucking pass out or some shit because you can't stand social
Interesting.
interaction
That's
because you're a
Um,
fucking fat,
That's- yeah,
sweaty league player.
with with MMOs and character customization. If we're talking about like traditional JRPGs that are actively made by Japanese companies, they generally don't have high levels of character customization because
Come here.
over there they prefer silent protagonists that they can just be like, oh, this is who
It's a
this is
self-insert.
who I think I am. Yeah, like
Yeah,
a self-insert of either the creator or the person playing. But over here in the West, we love our character customization. We love giving women giant boobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like
Well,
Tower
that's
of
the funny thing
And
to me about fucking like the Mass Effect series is like no matter what you do, fucking Shepard is exactly the same. Like you can make him look like a fucking black guy with a blonde afro. He's the exact same as like a fucking like red-haired, green-eyed female Shepard. Which is like
also,
the funny thing, it's the illusion of choice with your fucking character customization.
Yeah.
Like
And
there's
Shepard
one
that
is
the
engages
point
always
of,
people
ugly.
so much for some reason.
the other point
Huh?
of
What?
the fact that if you have character customization in a first person game where
Like,
you literally can
I've
never
never
see
seen
them, what's the point? Like
yeah,
Cyberpunk, what's the
Yeah.
fucking point
I
of
was
making
just
your
Fallout
about to say
character? You
4,
that.
see them in a
what's the
mirror
Looking at
and
your
point?
do
hot
cutscenes.
character with no shirt
In
on in the
Fallout,
fucking
no,
mirror,
but in
Gabe,
Fallout 4
duh.
you can at least go in third person and it's
True.
like mildly tolerable. But even then, like shooting in that game in third person is
It's so
fucking terrible. In
bad.
fourth person,
I cannot
fucking
fucking stand being in third person in a Fallout game and not trying to shoot
in
with
a
iron
Bethesda
sights.
game. Don't fucking play a Bethesda game in third person.
Because
Dude,
they
I
weren't
used to
designed to be played
They
in third
suck.
They
person.
Bro,
weren't
they don't even
designed to
feel
be
like they're
like-
designed to
I
be
used to
played in
play
first
Skyrim.
person. It's
I
just
used to
so
play
Skyrim
Skyrim
third
in
clunky.
person
And
is
third
okay.
person.
But like, there's so many things that other people have done to the game to make the third person in those games way better, which is another point of Bethesda fucks up their games so much at this point. People think they don't care because they know like, oh, modders will just fix everything, and they
that is
hire
so
like,
sad.
and like, and to a point, like after they made Creation Club, everybody was like, no, yeah, they like don't care anymore. They just know modders will fix everything for their game, and they're gonna try and make more money off of it now with the fucking Creation Club. It was
Do you
like,
like how modders like make better games than the actual companies do?
mhm.
That's what Minecraft did. They were
To an
realizing that the
extent.
modders were
Yeah.
making
Their mods were
like
making them or making their game so much popular that they were like, get them on the team, see what we can do to make things better. With
like mine.
Bethesda though, they don't do that. They fucking take things that like half of the like ease of like are like I don't know why I
Quality
keep
of
wanting to
life.
say quality of life changes. Every time I want to say that, I want to say slice of life, which is not the correct thing at all. Quality of life
Okay,
changes that
fucking
they made
nerd.
from Fallout 76 to from Fallout 4 to 76. All of those quality of life changes were mods for Fallout 4.
Yeah.
That's not a joke. The like quick eject thing you can do with your power armor when you're in combat, that's a fucking mod for Fallout 4 that they put in 76.
I
The
think what
fucking
separates.
like messages that pop up that are not, well, no, not those, but like the like this. Oh my god, there's so many fucking things.
I think what separates like the base game from most games and the mods, especially now, is that games are usually they spend more time on the graphics and how things look and how things function in the game because coding is difficult. But then when you have a bunch of fucking people that have a bunch of different ideas to make the game better, and they have that code that's readily available for them to change in ways that is more easy than just building it from the ground up. But that it makes things like Fallout 76 almost inexcusable because you have the code, now you just need to make it multiplayer, which can be difficult, but I feel like it's doable. And then you also have to make a good story. And Fallout 76 does have a decent story sometimes, but other times it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Some of the like side quests in 76 are like written really, really well. Which and okay, one of the weirdest things for me for like Fallout 4 and 76 are like some like certain side quests and like terminal entries are like really, really well written. But like the main quests in those games are like who fucking wrote this shit?
Yeah, that is weird.
That's the same thing with Skyrim too. Is like there's a lot of like the main plot, the two main plots of like the Dragonborn shit and the Civil War shit are like okay writing wise. Like the Dragonborn shit is like that's fucking cool. But the Civil War shit is like that's politics. I don't know, it's boring, whatever. But like, and then also illusion of choice. Blah, 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 I can't take over both of them. I don't care. But like there's like how many, what, like 500 some books in that game. Some of them are like written really, really fucking well. And it's like, and then like some of the side quests are written really, really well, and then some of them are like really, really fucking bad. Like, one of the ones I can think of that are like kind of mediocre is the one where
I completely agree, honestly.
Where'd he go?
Like, I don't know, but I'm gonna hop off because I have a class to go to tomorrow morning.
All right.
You are literally
Wait,
lying.
get off also.
I'm literally so college built.
We talked for
I
like
can't wait to
I
go
got
sit
like
in the
30
lecture.
minutes of 30 minutes of